Your name will be blotted out of the book of life for keeping Sunday. This message may be the most serious warning you will ever hear. According to the Bible, your name can be blotted out of the book of life. That means losing eternal life. The question is, what causes it? And are you unknowingly putting your salvation in danger by keeping Sunday instead of God's true Sabbath? Revelation 3:5 says, "He that overcometh, I will not blot out his name out of the book of life." That means some names will be blotted out. God only blots out names for persistent disobedience and rebellion. And the greatest rebellion in these last days is the rejection of God's holy Sabbath in favor of Sunday worship, a day never commanded by God. The seventh-day Sabbath is not a Jewish tradition. It is God's eternal sign between him and his people. Genesis chapter 2:2-3 says, "And on the seventh day God ended his work, and he rested and sanctified it." That's the day God made holy from creation, before sin, before Israel, before Moses. In Exodus 20:8-11, God commanded, "Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. The seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God." This was written by God himself in stone. The Sabbath is the only commandment that begins with the word remember, because God knew it would be forgotten. But what has the world done? It has replaced God's holy day with Sunday, a day with no biblical authority whatsoever. Not once in the Bible does God change the Sabbath from Saturday to Sunday. Jesus never made the change. The apostles never taught it. The early church never commanded it. So where did Sunday worship come from? The Roman Catholic Church claims full responsibility. The Convert's Catechism of Catholic Doctrine says, Q. Which is the Sabbath day? A. Saturday is the Sabbath day. Q. Why do we observe Sunday instead of Saturday? A. Because the Catholic Church transferred the solemnity from Saturday to Sunday. This is not speculation. It's documented history. The Church of Rome openly admits it changed the Sabbath, not God. Daniel 7:25 prophesied this exact change. It said, a power would think to change times and laws. What law involves time? The fourth commandment, the Sabbath. By following Sunday worship after knowing the truth, you're not just choosing a day. You're choosing who to obey, God or man. And Revelation is clear. In the end, all will be judged by their loyalty. Revelation 14:12 defines the saved. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. This includes the Sabbath. All 10 commandments, not just 9. But those who accept the mark of the beast, which is directly tied to false worship and Sunday enforcement, will drink of the wrath of God. Revelation 14:9-10 gives this solemn warning. Skeptics and non-believers, here is your challenge. Show one verse where God changed the Sabbath. Show one verse where Sunday is declared holy. One verse where Jesus said to keep the first day of the week. You won't find it. God does not change. Malachi 3:6 says, I am the Lord, I change not. Hebrews 13:8 says, Jesus Christ the same yesterday and today and forever. So if God never changed the day and Sunday worship came from man, what happens if you continue to reject the truth? Your name can be blotted out of the book of life. This is not a theory, it's Bible truth. The only question now is, will you follow God, keep his commandments, and honor his Sabbath? Or will you follow man-made tradition and risk your eternal salvation?